And we're live. Welcome everyone to Get to the Points. I'm Sean Green here with Brendon Walsh, Doug Stanhope. Doug, I
Hello.
see you got your jersey on. What kind of logo we rocking today?
I am
Who's the team?
trying to find the goddamn Twitter to retweet it.
All right, Brendon, you got your you got your visor on, locked in, looking like a coach ready to break down a film session. How are you feeling? How was your gambling week last weekend?
You know what? It wound up being good because I slept on the Saturday games. I just totally fucking spaced on the games on Saturday, and I would have had the Lions there. So that saved my ass. But yeah, man, the Eagles and Bills both treated me well. I went in. I texted you guys the night before the Eagles game, and I said, "Man, I don't think they're going to cover."
Yeah,
And
you're getting cold feet.
And you know what? I did it right. You know, by the time I put my bet in, the Rams were getting 7, and I was like, I was going to go in at 6, but then I took the Rams plus 7, and then watching the game live, when those first, I mean, there were 2 touchdowns in the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was
so
crazy.
The over under was going up, but the snow was starting, and the over under got up to 54 when the Eagles were down. They wound up having to kick a field goal, I think, but it looked like they were going to score a touchdown like sometime in the first half, and the snow was really coming down. The over-under was at 54, so I jumped in on the under, and so it worked out well. I got the Rams plus 7, the Eagles, Rams under 54, and then I took the Bills plus 1.5 for the second game.
There were some weird gambling moments, and Doug and I were texting, and he called me after to break it down. But that Chiefs game where I had it laying 8.5, and then they took that intentional safety, and in my head before the safety they were up 10 points. So I thought I was completely fucked by the punter running out of bounds, which is a crazy thing to do. Like, why are you letting your punter ice the ball? If anyone that could like randomly drop the ball or fuck up and get tackled, it was the punter. But
I was screaming so fucking loud.
Like, no.
I get a house full of old men, and I'm motherfuckering up and down. I didn't realize, oh wait, no, I'm still ahead of half a point.
Yeah.
I thought they just ran out of bounds just to fuck me. I was irate.
There were some weird gambling moments because, again, like the Eagles, they ended up, I bet it at 6. It ended up being a push. But like Brendon said, if you bet it late, you might have got Rams 6.5, Rams 7.
Yeah, I was seeing it at 7.
I got it at 7.
Yeah, fucking Jake Elliott missed 2 extra points. He hits one of those. I'm cashing that ticket. It was, it was kind of.
There were so many bad fucking calls in that Chiefs game. It was fucking embarrassing. And I'm nonpartisan. Like, I had the Chiefs, so it's not like I'm going, oh, you fucked my team over. No, that was some fucking horrific calls favoring the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, and Patrick Mahomes, like where he's doing the move where he's like stopping right before he goes out of bounds to like try and get the call. It's pretty annoying. I mean, even as a guy who's gambling, it's bad. You know, it's bad when you're on the Chiefs and you're still like, wow, that was a bullshit penalty.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. So, it's so hard to go against them. Shout out to Bryce in the chat saying he saw me on YouTube last night with some other sports show, but those guys didn't seem to know anything about the real reason we're here. Some dick pics.
Well, we're the real inside the NFL people because we actually hang out with these dudes. We fucking do crank with these fucking guys. They tell us what's up. You fucking get some methamphetamine in one of these giant square heads they have. They're telling you everything. We know who's going to be wearing a fucking not wearing a cup next week.
We got a bunch sent in. Here's an early tease when we talk about AFC North or AFC Championship.
It's a grower.
Oh man,
that's his AFC South is poking out a little bit.
Yeah. It's gonna turn into AFC East if it starts. It does. It looks more like a belly button. This poor guy. He could probably murder all 3 of us at the same time. But
with his talk hard, yeah. That's just that thing hard, and you go all right.
And we got some cinematic shots as well. I think first time ever using it wide angle lens here. Capture nothing really jumping out. I just had to include this one for the cinematic shot there.
You know what? I think I took a couple.
Oh yeah, send those over, Doug. We're always happy to get some late ads.
They were nothing great.
That's a great angle there. Holy moly.
So now this is a shot looking up during a pregame prayer, and Ravens really excited to pray to the Lord there. So, and I don't know, this must have been, in the hallway before they ran out. Everyone grabbing hands, getting in.
That's a shame it's a shame. They're not as, that could be a real legendary season winning shot there if those guys were presenting a little better.
Oh, Doug, I got the text of the one you just sent. You got two here. All right.
Yeah, the one's mild, but that one was just a close up, belly down.
All right, we'll get these.
Neighbor Dave gets truly upset when I fucking pause the game to take dick pics.
It must be so.
What's his problem?
Like, he rarely comes over because he's so like overweight now and he's on oxygen.
Ooh.
And you have to get him right to the door. And he's not hip to, like, everyone else knows the deal. And he's like, I just don't understand why you like the whole dick thing. I don't even explain it.
Yeah, why bother? Verb in the chat saying, I'm with Bryce. When I want insider info on my NFL bets, I go straight to the dick experts, which is Brendon, Sean, and Stan. AKA
some of us have literally been inside the NFL players.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, inside the NFL, they're talking about locker rooms. We're actually going inside. Yeah. All right, so here's one courtesy of Doug himself.
Wow.
Nice little spread here.
Even with the low resolution, you can really see some shadows and shading there.
Yeah. The all white pants really help. This one really pops.
Ooh.
I mean, in these guys' defense, it was like what, 30 degrees out there in KC, and it's
cherubic. I would describe that as cherubic.
Yeah, this is and maybe this is one of our merch ideas. We do have mugs. Get to the points in the SGP merch store. They're on their way for people who send in the dick pics. But you always see those like cherubic fountains. Maybe we get NFL player cherubic fountains where they're they got their little tiny cherubic dicks and they're doing something. The water's spitting out. I feel like that's
Jen Marie. I don't even know. I'm not getting what you were referring to. I can't do two things at once.
Shout out to Troy in the chat saying, ha ha ha, no way. If I know Troy, he's probably
smoking my weed.
Probably really high, and I can imagine this show's even better when you're stoned out of your mind. We got some more great questions here in the chat. Doug, how did you do on your Michael Bean bet? What, I forgot, it was Chiefs Eagles, or sorry, it was Eagles Rams, right?
Shit, I don't know. He's called me the F word so many times over the weekend. I forget what the bets even were. Hang on. He had to ask me. He's got a Philly this week because I had already bet. I forgot all about him. So I think, no, he took Baltimore. So, yeah, I fucked him.
Oh, great. That was a great win.
That was great. I don't even remember who they played.
Bills. Ravens, Bills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good game.
That was an okay, but that was a tough. That was like having an opening act that was way better. Like that Eagles game was the fucking game of the week, man. I mean, as a fan, but also it was.
Oh my god, I was losing.
That classic fucking Philly, man. Oh, like come on, it's just like
almost blow it. Almost
fucking blew it.
Shit.
Yeah,
I know and I didn't text Brendon during the game, but I'm sure in his mind he's like, they're fucking it, they're gonna fuck it up, and they almost did. I mean, when Puka Nacua caught that long touchdown or that long catch down the sideline, I really thought they were fucked. And shout out to Jen Marie in the chat saying, I'm just a heartbroken Lions.
Yeah, that hurt for all of you. It hurt for everybody, the Lions thing, but it's out of the way.
It didn't hurt for the
all we have left is the Commanders, who we still call the Redskins behind closed doors.
Yeah, but behind closed doors, they are the Redskins. Now,
Yeah,
Doug,
we were saying it would be great if they go to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. They go, how come you get to keep your name?
that would be great. Yeah, like they still paint the Chiefs logo. It would be great if they like use the Redskins logo and then like blurred it out on the field, or just had it right next to the end racism. There's a lot of fun things the NFL could do, but certainly won't.
Well,
be
did you
doing.
see the reports are in that that by writing "end racism" in the end zones, it's racism's down over 48% this year. So
Yes,
way to go,
But just in
NFL.
NFL cities.
Yeah, any towns without NFL cities, it is a nightmare. Do not go there, and that's why San Diego now one of the most racist cities in America. They lost their NFL team.
St.
They don't
Louis.
have it. Yeah, they don't have the guiding light that is the NFL to prevent them from being racist. First, now we got two games, of course. Championship game, Bills Chiefs. Chiefs are the favorite there, laying 2 points at home. Doug, what do you like here for the Chiefs game?
You know what I did? I just bet on straight up, no spreads. I just took the fucking favorites, parlayed them because I'm down to my $1,000.
Oh,
so
wow.
I took my last $79 that I was up, and I parlayed the two teams that I don't want to fucking win. And I parlayed them because if those two are in the Super Bowl, I'm not fucking having a Super Bowl party.
Oh,
and
no,
I will
really?
save that much money. The amount of money I would save by not having a Super Bowl party if it's a fucking Chiefs. I had to even Google, like, didn't the Chiefs play the Eagles last year? But no, that was the fucking 49ers. That's how fucking against it I was last year. Like, I'm not watching this shit. I had to look up, and it was an overtime game. I have no clue. I had a party too. I was probably cooking the entire fucking time. So,
what did you do? What did you do this past weekend? We were talking about doing some sausage and peppers, maybe, or
well, first of all, let me tell you my bets because you didn't even ask me. I pushed on the Eagles. I won my $100 bet was the
Bills Ravens.
Yeah. And then then I lost one and won one on the $25 bets. So there. I cooked neighbor Dave brought over some chicken drumsticks and I made jambalaya. It was very tasty. You have to use El Pato brand spicy tomato sauce. That really makes it kick. You have to go to Food City. That's where the produce is about to turn, but it's like a third of the price.
Yeah.
I think it's like John's, it was called in West Hollywood, and it's using the same font as Vaughn's, but it was John's.
That was great. I remember that place because they just literally took the V and like ripped it down and adjusted it to a J.
Well, I heard that was it was a divorce thing.
Really?
I think that it was like a divorce thing. Like I think it was the same, whatever, the couple split up. But did you ever go to Food for Less? Food the number 4.
Oh yeah,
less. Yeah, that's a real. There's real deals there.
You remember the Laugh Stop in Houston, and they also had the Laugh Spot because when they bought one of them out, they just switched the fucking letters because they were too broke to fucking change the name.
There was a Hollywood video, and it had like these Hollywood lights was the big sign, and it had the Hollywood sign, and they turned it into Woody's Bar and Grill, and they just they got rid of Holly and then moved Woody over, and it was just like why does Woody's Bar and Grill have this Hollywood theme? And it was just because Woody like remade the sign. There's like
great.
a whole
like Boggle.
Yeah. It's our Wordle group coming to life here. All right, a couple more. We got some more.
Man, let's talk about that. Talking about fucking getting Wordle, that fucking rower. It wiped out fucking 5 out of 6 of my fucking Wordle group, and the 2 of us. Fucking somehow Brendon Walsh got that.
I think he's just sharp in the
I
Wordle.
got down to it's all about like icing. You guys both got fucked by icing because you had ing.
Oh yeah,
and I had the C in the N first, so I didn't get fucked by the because once you have is ing, then you're fucked.
Yeah, if it's just blanks and you got lots of consonants, because I play the hard version where you can't just throw out a word you know is wrong just to get consonants used.
Yeah.
We're going
I
to
do
start a
hard
Wordle podcast. Chad Shank wants to do it too. Maybe we do that in the off season because some of this makes me even more irate than the bad calls in the fucking Kansas City Chiefs game.
There is an audience for bad Wordle beats, and we're gonna find it because yes, I yeah, bad beats for gambling, but bad beats Wordle is somehow worse.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I'm
your Wordle gambler.
Now we got to start doing like for your bean bets. Maybe we get a little pot going for like Wordle and add a little action to it. I'd be down for that, even though I'm not great at Wordle.
Yeah, I mean, we're all honest, so
Chad Shank fucking lost. He had not lost since I got him to get Chad Shank, who's like an angry murderer guy, to get him to fucking play Wordle in a Wordle group on a text thread was funny enough. But the fact that he hadn't lost in 555 games that he'd played, never
insane.
once had he lost.
Oh, really?
Never missed a game, never lost. Yeah.
My mom's on an epic Wordle streak. I think she might.
Rower is a fucking word you use in fucking Scrabble when you go, technically it's a word, but you even feel cheap putting it down on the fucking table. What are you going to start doing plural words next, you fucking cunts?
Yeah.
That's what, you know what? That's going to be the next Luigi is whoever fucking now fucking.
Someone murders a Wordle guy.
Fucking does a Wordle at the New York Times. Yeah, eat fucking hot lead, motherfucker. That's what someone's gonna say.
And he's gonna have different he's gonna have like icing on the bullets as part of the message. Rower.
Yeah. Hey.
Bloke.
How about
my mom's still mad about bloke being a Wordle word. That's not a real word.
Well, you got to go into it too with like they're very, I feel like Wordle's kind of woke too. Like they don't ever have any like mean or evil word. Like Doug, you had like your first guess was moron on one of them, and I'm like, I wonder if they would do moron. I don't know if that's over the line for them.
I got away with because in our other Wordle group with Junior and them, we always. Well, I do with yours too. We just don't show our answers in your group. In that group, I do. And I get away with the soft A works for Wordle. I mean, it'll never be the answer, but
I mean, I'm all for showing our work.
Like the fucking Shanti uses the same first word every time.
I've been mixing it up because I hear Doug's voice in my head of, oh, Sean uses the same word. But then also as a gambler, it's like I play the same number on roulette. I just know one of these days, and I've never gotten a one. I don't know what that joy feels like. And one of these days, if wrote is the first word, if it's the word and I didn't play it first.
Yeah, that's why when I was a young man, I'd do the same thing with my lottery numbers were my Keno numbers. So if those ever came up, oh fuck. It was me and my brother and my mom's birthdays. Gay as shit. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Brendon.
Oh no, I got screwed recently because I was doing my first word was brown all the time, just kind of as a I don't know, brown's kind of funny, like poop. And then that came up recently, and I ditched it. I do a different word but I did get. We haven't talked about the craziest thing that's happened. I got it in one guess this past week.
Oh yeah. You got a fucking one banger. I wanted to go over and tell my other friends in my other Wordle group because when anyone gets
you guys won't
banger,
believe what the other Wordle text thread has going on over here.
That's crazy. That freaked me out. It was in the middle of the night because I do it a lot of the times because I'll fall asleep early and I wake up at like 3 or 4 a.m. to go take a leak. And then I'll go, I'll see if I do Wordle. And I just did cloak. It was the word cloak. And it fucking came out, and then it freaked me out. It's like, I don't know if I can go back to sleep. That's too fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like hitting a huge
taken that call. I would have taken that 3 a.m. call from Brendon. Oh, my God, it must be an emergency. No, he got it in one. I would shout it out the window like some kind of a Christmas tale where a man in a hat,
new lease on life,
nightcap and a nightgown is hollering out his window. Mr. Walsh got it in one. It's a beautiful new year.
now Verb in the chat saying I have a very specific, important reason why not only you should bet the Bills, take them plus 260 for the Super Bowl. They're doing it for OJ. God rest his soul. Bills for OJ. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that flyer's over. Fucking, let's get back to OJ.
Yeah, we had Thurman Thomas on the podcast, and he did an undercover video where he was like pretending to be a tour guide at the Hall of Fame and like walking around and like showing people Hall of Fame busts. And the bit was, hey, oh, hey, who's this Thurman Thomas? You guys remember him? And and then the reveal, wait, I'm actually Thurman Thomas. But one fan goes, Thurman Thomas, he was good. OJ, way better. And then Thurman Thomas just starts laughing.
What was this on? Because I saw one where they had Baker Mayfield undercover.
Oh, yeah.
Giving tours of the locker room, and the worst fucking disguise ever. It was just real cheeseball.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was from like the actual like halloffame.com website or something. But
this was something that sounded like it was on a streaming service, and it sounded like it was going to be a full series, and they only had one episode, and it was the Baker Mayfield episode.
That's all they could figure out. Brendon, Chiefs Bills, what are you doing? Doug, it sounds like he's parlaying the favorites. So I assume you're taking the Chiefs -2. Are you betting them separate?
I won't watch a Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl. Fuck that.
I mean, I wouldn't, obviously I want to see an Eagles Super Bowl. I'd much rather see them play the Bills than the Chiefs. Just because, I don't want to watch a fucking Chiefs game. Not that I think the Chiefs have a better chance of beating them. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for. I mean, I want the Bills to win. I would take the Bills +2. I'm going to see if that line moves though. I'm not going to put the bet in till day of the game. Yeah, I think that could go up to 3 maybe, or I don't know. I don't know if it'll move the other way.
Take the Chiefs because the fucking refs. Take the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah,
I'm taking the Chiefs because I don't want to be, you're going to be pissed off that you weren't on the side of the Chiefs once you start seeing that game and the way it goes down. So I'm going to bet the Chiefs. And then if the Bills win, I'll be stoked to see the Bills in the Super Bowl. I mean,
lose a 5th Super Bowl. That would be great. To the Commanders.
No.
The Commanders need our fucking dirty players. And this is where I have not watched a full Commanders game until the playoffs. Do they have dirty players that will go right after that fucking knee? Get that fucking knee.
They have this a player by the name of Frankie Louvu, who is kind of notoriously fairly dirty player. He was the one that was on the Hurts play that they concussed him. And he's had a couple other incidents where it's like, low shots, late hits. He really is he's the dirtball of that Commanders team.
That's the guy we're looking for. Do we have him on our sponsor? Is it a more or less fucking nut shots?
Oh, okay. I'll kick over to Underdog Fantasy. Of course, promo code points. Get that sweet deposit bonus, 50% up to $1,000. And shout out to Linda Allen. She always hit me up for more.
Linda Allen, if you're here, we were talking about starting a Linda Allen tier on my Patreon.
That's
just
sure
one.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, only one person can get the Linda Allen top tier.
Big fan, and always enjoy seeing her.
What do you think of
the show?
What do you think of the over/under on the Chiefs Bills? 47.5. That seems doable for an over.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like you look at the Bills, like they did a really bad job with the tight ends, and obviously Chiefs got that guy Travis Kelce, I think, and also on the other side, Chiefs bad with the tight ends as well. I could see this. Yeah, I could easily see it being like 28-24. Getting that over. The Eagles game I actually think is more under, but the Chiefs Bills at 47.5 I think is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know where the Commanders came from, man. I don't know how they got so good all of a sudden.
Jaden Daniels has been playing crazy. Oh, yeah. So Frankie Louvu, the dirty player, is available on Underdog Fantasy. You can take his tackles, his sacks, his assists, his solo tackles. You can go higher, lower on all of those. Yeah, so I'm taking lower because fuck that guy. But
yeah, I was gonna say I'm taking lower because I think he'll be thrown out of the game for fucking taking that guy's knee out on purpose. Like when it's at a commercial, it won't even be during a play. He'll just go fucking race over to that sideline and just plow right into his goddamn knee. I'm checking NFL weather, and it looks like 41 degrees in the Washington game. Mostly cloudy and a slight chance of rain in Kansas City for the late game.
Yeah, shouldn't be anything too crazy.
I see a high pressure system coming in here.
We almost need you. We need to somehow we got a low pressure.
You stuck your dick in there. Wait, was that a kicker?
I think
that looks like a kicker to the my right. I was going to say the beardy one, but
there's three white guys on the NFL roster. I think statistically, one of them probably has to be.
One of them has to be a kicker. Yeah.
Kicker here. Here's some leftover from Jared Verse, who talked a bunch of shit about the Eagles and had a pretty good game in a losing effort. So, he's poking out here a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, they had blue pants on.
Yeah, Eagles had white, and we didn't get any. Surprisingly, we didn't get any Eagles photos.
No, that's not surprising at all because fucking Eagles are a bunch of fucking dickless wonders, as are all their fans.
Walked into that one. I mean, come on. I teed it up. Here's some the Honolulu Blues.
Yeah, look at that.
Here a little bit.
That's nice. I mean, it's just a nice look. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a nice cock, if you have a nice look, but there's some nice cocks there.
The Honolulu blue really pops. Here's the Commanders.
Yeah.
Oh man, 32 is really casting a shadow over there.
Yeah, 32 is looking at that guy like you're taking my spot in the dance move.
This one's great because the guy is getting tackled, and we do. There's a little cock action as well. It's getting tackled by his dreads. I think that's Cook.
It is legal. Part of the uniform. Yes. Part of the uniform, and it's the only part I'd tackle people by if I had a choice. I'll give him an extra 3-4 yards to get that hair and yank his head halfway off the back of his fucking shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I never grew my dreadlocks out. I was worried I was going to get tackled there on the field. I don't think a white guy's ever gotten tackled by his hair. That could be the next feel-good story for Disney. A guy growing out his hair. The white guy long hair. You see it like Josh Allen. His hair's out of his helmet. It's not quite long enough. We'll see. Maybe one of these days.
I'm growing my pubes into one long dread, so it looks like I have a bigger penis.
That would really pop on the.
I have to go to a dog groomer to get mine combed out, my pubic dreads, and I don't know what to tip. And there's nothing on Reddit, which is always something on Reddit.
Do you tip what you tip a dog groomer, or do you tip the haircut guy? Right? What do you?
Dog groomer is technically not a dog groomer once he's combing out your pubic dread.
Eagles. The Eagles are 6-point home favorites against the Commanders. Brendon, you're always the more, you could say, realistic or pessimistic of us two as Eagles fans. What do you think about this number? What do you think about this matchup? Are you betting this now? What are you doing?
I mean, both teams are playing pretty good lately. I think this is going to be a closer game than 6 points. I think, I still like the Eagles, but I think it's going to be more like the Eagles by 3 or 4. 6 seems like a lot, but you know what? I don't know. It could go. I'm gonna make my decision on the day of the game. But if I had to bet right now, I think I'd go Commanders +6 and then be really happy when the Eagles are up 23-0 at halftime.
The old emotional hedge. Yeah, I got it 28-17. I think we're going to be able to run the ball down their throat. Doug, I know you're rooting against the Eagles, even though they're awesome.
Well,
You know,
I already bet that stupid parlay, so I had to bet.
Oh yeah,
I had to take the Commanders against Bean. So yes, that's my Bean bet, and then we're gonna bet on the night game. Oh shit! Wait, is that the night game? Which one's the night game?
I did the
Eagles is at noon.
Yeah, I did it backwards. So it's Eagles at noon Pacific, and then Chiefs Bills at like 3:30 Pacific.
All right. At that point, he'll have the option to bet me again because we're getting down to the end, and then I'll but I think I might dip into my $1,000 break even point because now that I'm talking about it, parlaying them isn't enough. I should have bet them separately as well. But yeah, I'm taking the Eagles reticently. I think the fucking Commanders. I mean, the Commanders did beat them December 22nd. The Commanders beat them 36-33. That's a barn burner, and they're not resting people on December 22nd.
Well, no. Now, the Eagles quarterback did get knocked out of the game, Jalen Hurts. So Kenny Pickett was responsible for some of that loss. I'm throwing Kenny Pickett under the bus for that one. But
and now you're going to have a hobbled fucking Hurts running around trying to protect his knee, acting like it doesn't bother.
I forgot about Hurts' knee.
Jalen Perks, he's been nicknamed because he's going to take a lot of pain pills, go out there, and run all over the Commander's ass. I still think he'll be all right.
You have someone that's kind of new to the scene and hanging out at your football party, and she's a lady that talks a lot, and her boyfriend is from a certain band, so you call her the flapping lips instead of the flaming lip.
Yeah, what band could you be talking about?
I guarantee it. Well, all right, good, because I'm glad you're watching. She always watches. If she's not watching now, she will eventually. She watches everything. Is it wrong when Jalen Hurts gets hurt that you go, oh God, nobody make the most obvious fucking it hurts to be hurt, and God damn it. But she's a very nice lady.
Yeah, it is. People talking during the games. I've dealt with this myself where hey, come over, hang out for the games. And then you have way more money on it. And the people in the background don't care. And you're just like, shut the fuck up.
We have a patio for that. People who really care can go to the patio or go inside. There's plenty of room. Yeah, most of us don't watch the fucking game. Unless it's the Packers, then there's 3 people that are, shut up.
Shut up, we're trying to watch your team.
This is a Bisbee Booze Bag shirt.
Yes. Look at that thing.
Bisbee Booze Bags. And I had it done special. I had to use a Tennessee because I love orange. But they fucking did it in black fucking print. Like, that's Halloween colors. They should have done it in white. And then they fucking closed down. Anyway.
Now, with Bisbee Booze Bags, were they a minor league team or are they just
It's like the Killer Termites. Yeah, they play each other.
They're minor league, but that's why they have to get an older guy to buy them beer outside the 7-Eleven.
That's how I get the free jerseys.
Hey,
want to see my championship spread?
Sure.
I got this today.
Oh, okay. Nice little
they give you free snacks when you donate blood. So I donate blood, and then I just steal as many snacks as I can.
Get the whole tray. I like that.
The guy shows me my bag of blood after it's always a different person, and he shows me my big bag of blood when I'm done, and he goes, "That's going to save 3 lives." And I go, "Yeah, that means it's at least 2 of them are assholes."
Statistically, you're helping assholes live longer.
Yeah, and then I didn't say, "Oh, and I'm also going to rob your snack basket blind." I robbed enough that I could take that tray down the first class row of Delta, and it's got all about the same snacks. It's got some whole grain Cheez-Its and trail mix.
Wow, those are classic.
Welch's gummies. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I got one more. Here you go. This one's funny because it's just made it into the frame.
Yeah. Can see that ridge.
It just popped it over.
That's a really good dick pic. I know the framings.
Yeah, it's just classy, right?
I want to give a shout out, to all the people who sit and watch the post game shows and all the locker room footage. Like I struggle to get a dick pic mid game, much less
Yeah.
you guys who put in that extra effort. I feel like doing one of those Budweiser. Here's to you, post game dick pic guy.
Yes.
Did
really?
Did you reach out to John? I forget who it was about the organizing the season's penis.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I gotta go back and get that email address. But the people that sent in WinHardly@gmail.com that sent in their pics and their mailing address, the mugs are en route. So stay tuned. We got some
and a shout out to Waterloo Blackberry Lemonade, 0 calories. It's just naturally flavored. I stole this also from the blood drive, the Red Cross. So go give blood and grab some snacks and stock up your party.
Keep your karma even, Stevens.
Balance it out. And yeah, here the mugs. Look at that sharp mug. Who wouldn't want?
Glossy.
And at the very least, it's a conversation starter because
no one will ever notice that that's a dick pic.
No,
I made polo shirts once. And it was my favorite merch ever. Polo shirts and just a little tiny wreath thing on the tit, and it was brown, and it just said in small embroidery, "Cunt cancer awareness" in a circle around the wreath. And nobody ever noticed it. One time, a Delta flight attendant noticed it. She goes, "What's your share?" Oh,
it says,
what's that? And I said, it's to raise awareness. And she goes, "Oh, okay." But I think to get to the points, dick football is the same thing. No one's ever going to notice that's a dick.
No.
When you're drinking it right in front of your boss's face.
Hey, a reminder, underdogfantasy.com, promo code points. Frankie Louvu lower 7.5 tackles and assists. I may as well toss in a Saquon Barkley higher touchdown. That guy always gets in the end zone. That feels pretty good to me. Promo code points, get the free bonus cash. Brendon, what do you got to plug? What are you cooking up? You got the World Records podcast. What's going down?
World Record podcast, baby. We got this week. Oh, well, it won't be this week, but I got a guy on the phone that's going to come into the studio and possibly murder us when we record it this week. But go to worldrecordpodcast.com. If you like merchandise, you can get one of these fancy visors, sure. $15. Everything's priced to move. Shirts. I got Bone Zone shirts. I got Do You Know Who Jason Segel is shirts. Cooperman Tire shirts. They're all there.
All of my stuff is priced to stay. I'm a hoarder. I'm going to be in Key West at the Key West Comedy Club the weekend before Super Bowl on our off weekend. I don't know if we're doing a Pro Bowl episode, but I'll be doing it drunk from Key West if we do.
That sounds fun. I'm fucking booking up. We get the Mountain Time Zone, our favorite, where we go just do schlubby gigs from New Mexico up through Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. No, I don't think we have Wyoming, but Utah, Boise, we get that all coming up. And then Cincinnati in April. So go to Doug's. It's none of it's on my fucking website yet. I'm booking myself. So I do this shit. I have a fucking erasable calendar. You ever try to book yourself after you haven't done it in fucking almost 20 years? It stinks. Brendon Walsh, I called a fucking one club in Florida that I've worked regularly over the years, and I got a box office girl, and I don't know any of my contacts. I used to have a guy that did all this shit. Yeah. And so I just said to her, I go, "Who books it?" She goes, "Well, you just just email new faces at." I'm like, "Oh, fuck this." Doug booked a couple bringers, so 5 of you need to show up, or he doesn't get his 5 minutes. So, all right, I think we'll probably do a show next week. It'll be fun. Doug will be hammered in Key West, and good times. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. To get to the points, Sean Green, Brendon Walsh, Doug Stanhope. All right. Take it easy, guys. Love you.
Good gambling, everyone.
Yeah, happy gambling.